Okay, class, good morning. So, this will be our first video for this subject, Mathematics of Investment. So, I do hope, class, that you have a certain knowledge or sabihin natin na kahit hindi naman kahit konting knowledge lang about the subject. And take note, class, I do hope na uh, kindly expect na hindi lahat ituturo ko sa inyo. So, hindi lahat maituturo ko sa inyo. So, syempre, as a student, dapat magkaroon din kayo ng sarili nyong pag-study about this subject. And then, and at the same time, class, this will be your major subject. So, I do hope sa mga gusto talagang graduate as a accountancy. So, dapat seryosohin nyo yung mga major subjects nyo. It's because the cut-off grade will be 83. So, if you get 82, so pwede kang mag-retake next year. You have a last one chance pa to take another. Or di kaya, mag-shift ka into other course. So, yun lang naman, kasimple. So, okay, let's start. First topic will be simple interest. So the topic learning outcome will be define simple interest. You can compute simple interest using actual and approximate time. You can compute ordinary and exact interest and differentiate between simple interest and simple discount. So, okay, let's start. Sa business world, class, kapag si investor place a investment or place a money on a certain investment, so nag-e-expect siya ngayon ng return. So, yung return na yun yung tinatawag na interest. And then, so by way of investing money, so yung wealth ng isang tao tumataas, 'di ba? Let's say for example, gaya sa inyo. So, yung pag-aaral nyo, yung sacrifice nyo, that is an investment. So, kailan nyo makukuha yung return? So, kapag graduate na kayo, kapag nagtrabaho na kayo, so, syempre, yung mga magiging sweldo nyo, that will be your return. So, pero magkaiba ito sa tunay na mundo. In reality. So, sa actual kasi na negosyo, so, if a businessman put a money on a certain investments, so, syempre, magkaka-income siya doon. Merong return na tinatawag doon. So, like say for example, nagpautang ka. So, syempre, kapag nagpautang ka, may interest. So, yun naman yung sa realidad. Pero, syempre, sa realidad, more complex na. So, kapag si individual or kapag ang isang tao nagpautang ng kanyang pera or kanyang kapital, so syempre, nag-expect siya na babayaran siya. And then si investor expect na makakatanggap siya ng interest. So, gaya dito, class, the interest is the compensation of a borrower of capital pays that the borrower pays to the lender to compensate the loss of opportunity to use the capital to other productive financial transaction. Ibig sabihin, class, ang interest is yung binabayaran mo dyan is the opportunity. Why? Sabihin na natin, I have a money of 10,000. Ngayon, yung 10,000 na yon, hindi ko alam kung saan ko gagamitin. And then, here comes you, nandito ka ngayon, umuutang. So, pinautang kita, 10,000. So, syempre, pinautang kita for 1 month, sabihin natin 1 month. Diba, kapag yung pera na nasa akin na 10,000, pwede ko yung gamitin for 1 month para naman at least tumubo. Or pwede kong ipautang sa iyo 10,000, syempre, papatungan ko ng interest. So, yun yung sinasabi na opportunity. Actually, hindi, sa pangungutang kasi, ang binabayaran mo dyan is the opportunity and at the same time, yung oras. So, if interest is computed in the original principal during the whole life of investment, the interest due at the end of the time is called simple interest. So, let's say, nangutang ka ng 1,000, may interest na 12%. So, yung 12 pesos, that is the interest. Simple interest. Next, simple interest is a quick and easy method of calculating interest charge on a loan. Simple interest is determined by multiplying the daily interest rate by the principal by the number of days that elapse between payments. This type of interest usually applies to automobile loans or short-term loans, although some mortgage use this calculation method. So, the formula to compute simple interest is equals to P multiplied by R multiplied by time. So, ano ito sila? Si I, that is the simple interest. Si P naman, that is the principal. The R, that will be the interest rate per period on time, expressed in percentage or fraction. So, 1%, 2%, 3% hanggang 100%. The time naman, time expressed in years between the date the loan is made and the date if mature or becomes repayable to the lender. Take note class, itong time sa formula natin na ito, itong T is expressed in years ha. So, naka-express siya in years. So, ibig sabihin, okay, mamaya may example tayo. Next, maturity value is the total amount of the borrower needs to pay back is solved using the formula. Si F, so si maturity value expressed by F is equals to principal plus the interest. Naintindihan? O di kaya, other formula, F is equals to P divided by PRT. Naintindihan? Okay, sorry. F is equals to P plus PRT pala class. Sorry. So, or di kaya, F is equals to P multiplied by 1 plus RT. Close parenthesis. So, here, we have an example. So, since math yung subject natin, so you must have a calculator. So, hindi ko na ilalagay yung mga solving. So, kayo na bahala mag-solve on yourself. Pero, sasabihin ko how to compute. So, example number 1. Find the interest rate on a loan of 1,000 for 1 year if the interest rate is 12%. So, napakasimple. Sundan nyo lamang yung formula. Ito, I is equals to PRT. So, what is the I? So, yan yung hinahanap natin. The principal, that is 1,000 pesos. What is the R or the rate? That is 12%. And what is the time? That is 1 year. So, ibig sabihin, to compute for the interest is equals to 1,000 multiplied by 12% or 0.12. Naintindihan? And multiplied by 1. So, what is the answer? That is, the interest is 120 pesos. Naintindihan? Now, compute for the maturity value. So, ibig sabihin, maturity value class, yan yung magiging, yan yung babayaran nung nangutang doon sa nagpautang after 1 year. So, here sa number 1 natin, the maturity value will be 1,000 plus 120 pesos. Naintindihan? So, ibig sabihin, pagkatapos ng isang taon, ang babayaran nung nangutang is 1,120. So, what if class, kung yung time natin is 2 years, so magkano interest? Simple lang, 240 pesos. Okay, next. Example number 2. A credit union has issued a 3-year loan of 50,000 at a rate of 10%. What amount will be repaid at the end of the 3rd year? So, ito na class. Una, sa pagsagot ng problem, basahin nyo muna kung ano yung tinatanong. What amount will be repaid at the end of 3rd year? So, magkano daw yung amount na babayaran pagkatapos ng 3 taon? So, ang hinahanap dito is maturity value. Naintindihan? First, let's compute for the interest. So, interest is equals to 50,000, which is the principal, multiplied by rate of 10% and multiplied by 3. So, magkano yon? So, get a calculator, then compute for yourself. So, how much will be the interest? That is 15,000. Yan na yung interest, 15,000. Eh, yung tinatanong class is yung maturity value. So, the formula for maturity value will be principal plus the interest. So, the principal is 50,000 and the interest is 15,000. So, the maturity value or the answer for number 2 is 65,000. Naintindihan? So, that is the answer for number 2. Pero meron namang other formula there. Ito class, this is the other formula. So, F, how to get for the F? F is equals to how much is the principal? 50,000 multiplied by 1 plus the rate and time. So, ang magiging kalabasan nun class is 50,000 multiplied by 1.3. So, ang lalabas, 65,000 pa rin. So, that will be the answer for number 2, 65,000. Next, number 3. A 5% savings account earned 700 interest in 2 years. What was the rate of interest given? So, dito na. First, ano yung mga given? Unang-una, principal. Okay, here in number 3 class, let me reiterate. The given is, instead na 5% ito, 5,000 dapat ito. So, pakipalitan na lang. So, the question is, ang correct question dito class is, a 5,000 pala. A 5,000 savings account earned 700 pesos interest in 2 years. So, kaya the question is, what was the rate of interest given? So, ang hinahanap sa number 3 is ilan yung rate. Naintindihan? So, ilan yung rate? So, pakipalitan na lang itong 5%. So, how to compute for the rate? So, to compute for the rate, di ba class, ito yung original natin na formula. Interest is equals to PRT. So, ang hinahanap, paano kung yung R ang wala? So, the formula will be, so, palitan nyo lang. R is equals to I divided by PT. Nasundan? So, yun lang yung formula for kapag yung R ang hinahanap. Just like here in number 3. So, isulat nyo. R is equals to I or the interest divided by P or the principal multiplied by time. Naintindihan? So, the answer for number 3 will be rate is equals to 700 divided by 5,000 times 2. So, the answer for number 3 will be 7%. Next, number 4. Here in number 4, Johan needs 20,000 to buy a office furniture for his new office in Makati. He wants to limit the interest he will pay when he borrows the amount in a bank to 1,100 only. If the bank charges 11% interest, how long will Johan pay his obligation? So, ang hinahanap sa number 4, the time. So, gaano kahaba ang kanyang babayaran or how long? So, 'di ba ito yung original natin class na formula. So, ngayon, ang hinahanap ngayon dito is the T or the time. So, isulat nyo. So, the formula will be time is equals to interest divided by P times R.